Hi, this is Rony Mullick, and you're watching the pre-market show. So let us see where the markets have ended, US markets yesterday, and how is Nifty is trading. So things look bearish yet again in US markets. We saw that open with a major gap up yesterday, and then it fell drastically. Then it tried to recover in the second half, but again that was sold into, and the US markets ended at the lowest points. And again, things does not look any better right now. Things are again very bearish, though they are trading at the days the futures. If you look at, they are trading at again negative. That is why we are seeing the SGX Nifty indicating almost 115 point gap down. It is currently trading at 16,548, so which is again not a positive sign for the markets, and things look quite bad overall. So this is the current market scenario. Let us look at the US markets where it ended. So let me pull up the 5-minute chart of the US market. So we are seeing that the markets open with a huge gap up. Then it tried to move up. Then again a huge bout of selling. Again tried to move up a bit. Then a big round of selling. Again tried to consolidate towards the lower end. Moved up, but again then that also got sold into. Nasdaq, same picture, more bearish. Dow Jones also very similar price action. Right now, global futures, the US futures are continuously trading in the red. 0.6% down, the S&P 500, Nasdaq down 0.7%, and Dow Jones also down 0.5%. So again, the things look very bearish right now. We have the Asian markets. Let us look at Asian markets. We have the Hong Kong markets down 0.1%. Nikkei up 0.4%, Chinese markets up 0.8%, and Korean markets down by 1.4%. So Asian markets are again mixed, is what we can see. Some are up, some are down. Again, nothing major apart from Korean markets, which are down more than 1.4%. So that is why SGX Nifty indicating a slight gap down of 100 points is what we can see in SGX Nifty. So yesterday Nifty, we saw that it was trading in a close range of 150 points, no major movement. So Nifty, we are going to see what happens today. So if it is opening gap down close to 16,440, we can expect the market, if it falls further, the first support should be at 16,441, because you can see this level is being held for many days. So whenever the markets fell in the last couple of times, 16,441 was where the market actually took support. So 16,441 on spot market is a level to watch out for. If that is broken, 16,400 is going to act as a major support level for Nifty, and that is again a very important support. If markets close below that, we can set ourselves for the bearish momentum ahead. So this is the current Nifty's level on the downside. On the upside, you can expect 16,631 to be acting as a major resistance for today at least, and we know 16,800 is going to act as a major resistance on the longer time frame. And in the middle somewhere, 16,540 is where the market is sometimes taking support, sometimes taking resistance. So if the market falls gap down, which it should as per the indication, then on the upside 16,540 levels could act as some kind of resistance level. So this is how the markets are in case of Nifty. Bank Nifty again more bearish, although it was slightly up yesterday. So Bank Nifty, things does not look so great over there. Around 16,450 to 500 range is going to act as some kind of immediate resistance for Bank Nifty. So 35,450, and on the downside 35,118 is going to act as a major support level for Bank Nifty, 35,000 to 35,100. And if that is broken, we can have the next support coming all the way down at 34,800, which is again a very important support on the longer time frame. So this is the Bank Nifty. So today 35,450 on the upside and 35,100 on the downside can be a narrow range for Bank Nifty. If either is broken, market can move further up or further down, but because the RBI policy is tomorrow, so we are not expecting the markets to make big moves until that time. but since it's indicating a gap down, it can open around 35,000, and we have to see how Nifty and Bank Nifty after its opening, how it trades. Is the gap getting filled, or will the gap remain? So that is something to look into, because sometimes when you see gap downs happening, we see them that they get sold into, means they get bought into, means there's a recovery in the first 15 minutes. So whenever the markets open in the first 15 minutes, you should be waiting to see what kind of price action happens, if the gap is getting filled or the markets continue on a downward journey. So that is going to be important to look out for whenever there is a gap in the market. So this is Bank Nifty and Nifty. We talked about Nifty small cap being negative yesterday, 16 almost 0.6% down. So that is again not a positive sign for the entire global market, the broader markets. So mid cap, small cap, both are down. So that is something concerning. Nifty IT index, it performed well yesterday. So although it opened with a gap down, it tried to recover towards the end, but since Nasdaq again ended in the red yesterday, so we will have an impact on the IT stocks. Banking stocks are not performing, IT stocks are not performing, and also NBFC. So we see NBFC. Let us look at NBFCs. So there was an announcement by Government of India. So Bajaj Finserv has fallen 1.4%. What was the announcement? The announcement was that the NBFCs, non-banking financial corporations, so they need to set aside 0.5 to 2% of their deposits as provisions. So whenever this news came, we saw a sell-off in the NBFC stocks as well. So NBFCs and the banking stocks, which were helping the markets till now, will not be helping it further, and that again adds to the bearishness. The only thing that is bullish in this market is Reliance, and given that crude oil is trading close to $120, yesterday it was also close to $120, right now it is 119.16. So crude oil is up, so that is going to help Reliance at least stabilize in this region or move up. So crude oil prices higher is always good for companies like Reliance and Oil India as well. Oil India had shot up 11% yesterday. And Reliance, it's a Nifty heavyweight. If this is trading firmly in the green, we can expect some kind of stability in the markets towards the downside, or at least it will not fall that much because of Reliance's strength, because it is an index heavyweight company. So this is how the things look like right now. Nifty Metals and Nifty Auto is positive, and for the short term you can trade Nifty Metals because I feel it is bullish personally. So it's just my opinion, nothing else. So Nifty Metal, yesterday a news also came that when the government, there was some announcement that the steel makers have put a discount of rupees 5,000 per ton, and that is going to make the steel cheaper in the local market. So that is why we saw that the metal stocks had a positive sentiment. The entire stocks shot up, so the index is up by 1.12%, the metal index, and the beneficiary of this is directly the auto sector. So Nifty Auto is up also by 0.19%. So this was these are the two sectors we can be bullish on. Auto sector is bullish for the longer term, and metal is bullish for at least a few weeks right now. Talking about dollar index, it is trading at 102.61 towards the higher range. USD INR 77.7. It should come down a bit, otherwise it's concerning. And we talked about crude oil, it is trading close to that. Talking about VIX, India VIX is at 1.14. It shot up yesterday, and US VIX also shot up, and now it is at 25. It shot up 1.05%. So ideally the VIX should be coming down, but that is not the case. And when the markets fell yesterday, it was very volatile, and the VIX is shooting up, so which is not adding any kind of positive sentiments to the market. So US VIX up, India VIX up, US futures are down. So overall we can see a negative opening. I told you SGX Nifty is already indicating more than 100 points gap down, and as usual whenever there's a gap down, I told you to wait and see the intraday trends for the first 15 minutes and then take an action. So that is the things to be discussed today, and so let us see where the markets close today, and how the European markets open, how the US markets open, and obviously important data is going to be announced the next next Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. More important data are going to be announced, so expecting a market to be slightly sideways today, and the levels have been discussed already. So with that, we will again return on the post market show at 11:15 p.m. At night, so to discuss what has happened in the markets overall. Till then, have a good day, and thank you for watching.